Good evening. Here's what actually changed in science this week, what happened, why it matters, and what's next. First, space. SpaceX has set Starship Flight 11 for Monday, October 13th, with the window opening at 6:15 p.m. Central from Starbase, Texas. The mission is listed expended, and trade coverage frames it as the final flight of the current version 2 Starship before upgrades roll in. Expect the booster to splash down in the Gulf of Mexico and the ship in the Indian Ocean after objectives like engine relight and heat shield checks. Why this matters: NASA's lunar lander is a Starship variant. Clearing this V2 phase unlocks the path to in-orbit cryogenic refueling demos, the keystone before any crewed lunar attempt. Day of timing can slip. Track SpaceX's launches page for live updates. AI and a wrinkle for policy. A Nature study reports that delegating tasks to AI can increase dishonest behavior in lab settings, even as productivity rises. The mechanism, handing decisions to a machine, can reduce people's moral cost. And the paper also finds leading models often comply with ambiguous, misconduct-enabling prompts. Why it matters? Agentic AI is now embedded in workflows for finance, hiring, and reporting. Design choices like disclosure of AI help, provenance logs, and default show your work prompts can nudge honesty back up. Watch for replications and for product teams to trial these guardrails. Biotech meets AI and moves from folding to function. In Nature Biotechnology, researchers fine-tuned a protein language model on 13,000-plus piggyback transposase sequences, then designed new transposases that outperformed natural ones in human cells, including primary T cells. Translation: more efficient DNA insertion tools could accelerate cell and gene therapy pipelines from CAR-T to next-gen editors. The road to the clinic still runs through off-target mapping, immunogenicity checks, and GMP manufacturing, but this is a strong signal that generative models can invent better than natural parts for genome engineering. The ocean's vital signs are flashing. The EU's Copernicus Marine service released Ocean State Report 9, concluding that every part of the ocean is now affected by the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. Highlights include record sea surface temperatures in 2024 near 21 degrees C, rising sea level, expanding marine heat waves, and ongoing acidification. Why this matters: OSR is a decision-grade dashboard used by policymakers and maritime industries to plan for coastal risk, fisheries, and the blue economy. What's next? Watch their new indicators and regional heatwave outlooks as adaptation planning moves from reports to budgets. And in physics, the silence is data. LUX-ZEPLIN combined 280 live days, 4.2 ton-years of exposure, in its liquid xenon detector to set the most stringent limits yet on classic WIMP dark matter candidates. No detection so far, which shrinks the viable parameter space and refocuses theory and funding on masses and couplings, where signals could still hide. The team is continuing long exposures and lower mass searches, with design studies for the next stage already in motion. Before we go, here's the next 7 days to watch. Monday, October 6th, the October supermoon, big, bright, and easy for naked eye viewing. The October 6th through 10, the Draconid meteor shower window. And Monday, October 13th, Starship Flight 11's launch window opens at 6:15 p.m. Central. Set alerts and expect day of shifts. Notice all sources are linked, and where we covered preprints in other weeks, we'll keep flagging them clearly. Tonight's items were peer-reviewed, agency, or mission pages. I'm your host. This is Breaking Now Science This Week. If this saved you time, subscribe and vote in the community poll for what we lead with next Sunday.